Division 2, but we are back and ready again here for action here on this April 14th of 2021. My name is Reagan Cleaves alongside David Shemlin. Today we will have all the action for you here of this game between the Catholic Central Cougars and the Ottawa Hills Bengals. Well, David, who do we have starting tonight for either teams?
For the Catholic Central Cougars, number 3.
First we'll take a look at the visitors on the scoreboard, the Bengals of Ottawa
Number 9,
Hills.
Max Trudeau.
Leading off
Number 10, Ben Passanoff.
and playing left
Number
field
13,
is
Brandon
going to be
Barrett. Number 14,
Jose Malero.
Albert Beal.
batting second, the catcher.
Starting in left field, number 1, Luke
Number 7,
Cooper.
Noah Dempsey.
Starting at first base,
Batting
number 2,
third
John
and also
Passanoff.
pitching, number 10,
In
Jackson
center field, number 4,
Riemersma.
Andrew McCall.
Batting fourth and playing center field.
Shortstop number
The
at third
Number
base,
3,
Andrew McCall. And shortstop,
Kamani
number
Jones.
5, Peyton Klaus.
batting fifth,
Catching,
the second
number 7,
baseman,
Jabin Bates.
number
At first base,
11,
number 22, Dominic
Miles
Schoenberg.
Wilborn.
Center field,
batting
number
sh-
23, Adam Wenzel.
Batting sixth,
In right
the
field,
shortstop,
number 24,
number 12,
Brady
James Perez.
Redmer. In left field, number 25,
Batting
8,
seventh, the
Johnson.
right fielder,
The Cougars
number
are coached
8,
by Tim McKinnon, assisted by
Jerice
Chris
Jones
Smith,
Buckley.
and Jim Kabuda.
batting eighth, the third baseman, number 15,
I was reading batting orders position.
number 5, Edwin Pizarro, or number 15, Levi Bodziak, and batting ninth, the first baseman, number 5, Edwin Pizarro. Let's take a look now at the Cougars. Leading off and playing shortstop, number 5, Peyton Klaus. Batting second, the catcher, number 7, Jabin Bates. Batting third, the pitcher, number 2, John Passanoff. Batting fourth and playing first base, number 22, Dominic Schoenborn. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 25, Aiden Johnson. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 24, Brady Redmer. Batting seventh, the second baseman, number 1, Luke Kuzner. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 4, Andrew McCall. And batting ninth, the center fielder, number 23, Adam Wadzol.
Well, those are your starting 9 here tonight. The Cougars send out on the bump number 2, Luke Kuzner, John Passanoff. And he's making his first start in the Catholic Central uniform, as we don't have anybody returning from the season of 2 years ago in which we went to the finals, and we hope we can have a successful year as we did last year for this one. And as Passanoff is out there warming up with his backstop, Jabin Bates, for the moment. Here they throw down to second as they finish up the warm-up, and we are just about set for this one here from the Cougar baseball field at the Cat. Well, as David said, starting lineups here around the horn. The Cougars go Schoenborn, Kuzner, Klaus, and McCall, first to third, and Johnson, Wadzell, and Redmer from left to right field. Starting off here for Ottawa Hills is number 1, Jose Malero. He is the left fielder here for the Ottawa Hills Bengals, as Passanoff will kick and fire the 1-0 in there for a strike, and we are underway here in the 2021 campaign. 0-1 the count here on Malero. Pitches swung on and missed for strike 2 quickly here. 0-2 on Malero to start this one. Left-handed batter. Swings the bat over his left shoulder and awaits the pitch from Passanoff. Here's the 0-2. Just outside with the curveball there.
Yeah,
to
it looks
make
like
it.
Passanoff lost his footing on that one.
Yeah, he did indeed. Makes it 1-2 now. Passanoff will take the sign from Bates. He'll kick and fire. That is down low for ball 2, so 2 strikes and 2 balls to start off the afternoon for John Passanoff on the bump. Infield playing straight on, as is the outfield here for the first Ottawa Hills batter, and that is swung on and missed. Strike 3, and there's one down here in the first.
That was a great pitch by John Passanant to get him swinging on the inside lower corner. There will be one away.
So now Noah Dempsey will stand in. He is a two-sport athlete. He plays hockey as well as baseball. I actually played with him in back a couple years ago. He played in the same league as me at the Griffins Youth Foundation, and he was a rival netminder behind the plate, and he takes strike 1 right down the middle. It's 0-1 on Dempsey. Right-handed batters slightly crouch and awaits the 0-1. That is in there for strike 2. Nice movement on that one there from John Passanant. It's quickly 0-2 again. Second straight at bat. Passanant has started 0-2 on the afternoon. He's got one out, nobody on. Here is that one swung on and missed. 3 strikes, 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and Noah Dempsey goes down swinging once more, and 2 outs here in the top of the first. Now here is number 10, Jackson Ramiersma. First pitch is well inside from Passanant. It'll be the first ball to start off and at bat for this one. Passanant started the first 2 at bats with strikes, and another ball down low. So 2 balls now on Ramiersma. Two outs here, top of the first, nobody on. Outfield playing a little bit shifted right. As that one is in there for a strike. Wanzel is shifted about 3/4 of the way about 2/3 of the way toward right field. Here's they play him to hit the ball to the right side of the field as that one is down low, moving the count to 3-1 now on Ramiersma. Passanant is trying to avoid his first walk of the afternoon. He will deliver the 3-1 here. That is swung on and missed. It goes bouncing to the backstop, but it's in fact foul. So, count is now full here on Jackson Ramiersma. He is the pitcher, so it's a pitcher-on-pitcher duel here in the number 3 hole. The payoff pitch is well inside, and he walked him. So Ramiersma gets to first base, and he is the first runner on for the Bengals here this afternoon. 2 outs, 1 man on here to start this one, or here with 2 outs left here in the top of the first. Outfield shifting back to play straight on now as they face number 3, Kamani Jones. Jones today playing center field for the visiting Bengals. Passanant tries a pickoff. Ramiersma is right back there just in time, taking a little bit of a lead. Very short lead, in fact. He's not even out of the half circle that is there. The first pitch from Passanant is well up inside, almost hit Kamani Jones up in the head, and it's ball 1 here. Passanant checks over to first. He will come set. The 1-0. Well inside again, and that's 2 straight pitches that Passanant has thrown here, or actually 3 straight pitches heading back to the Ramiersma at bat, in which there were multiple inside pitches, and that one is right down the middle. So that moves the count to 2-1, as that is strike 1 on Kamani Jones. Passanant will come set with the leadoff for Ramiersma, very shallow, and swung on and missed for strike 2 there by Jones. He will dig in once more, cradling the bat over his right shoulder. Does the right-handed batter. Runner goes, throw down, and that is a strike 3, and the throw down doesn't even matter, as that is a strike for strikeout for Ben Passanaw. 3 strikeouts to start this one. We will head to the middle of the first. Due up for the Cougars, Klaus, Bates, and Passanaw when we come back. You're listening to Catholic Central Baseball on the Cougar Baseball Network. Well, the home half of the second here started off by number 5, Peyton Klaus. He is the shortstop today for the blue and white. Speaking which, Catholic Central Cougars today wearing their home white uniforms with blue numbers in the back and blue Cougar script across the front. First pitch from Ramirzma is high and outside for ball 1. The Cougars also accompanying that with white pants and, for the moment, white batting helmets. So they'll be wearing white caps with blue bills once we get back to the the defensive side of things. That one's fouled back to the mesh and fouled back to the backstop. Strike 1 here on Klaus. Ramirzma doing the pitching. He walked in his at bat earlier. He will get the sign from his catcher Noah Dempsey and come set. The 1-1 goes well high and well over the catcher Dempsey, and it goes back to the backstop where Jabin Bates will get it after coming out of the on-deck circle to get that baseball. 2-1 the count here on Peyton Klaus. Ramirzma will set and kick and fire. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Count now 2-2 on the Catholic Central Junior. Cougars have one. Actually, looking down the roster, they've got 3 sophomores on the team this year. Ben Passanaw, one of them. The 2-2 is well outside for ball 3, and the count is full now on the Catholic Central shortstop. Passanaw is accompanied by Adam Waddell and Aiden Johnson. Both of them getting starts here tonight. The payoff pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3. And so the Cougars have one down here in the bottom of the first. Coming up next, Javen Bates, the catcher for the Cougars. He has made his way all the way up from freshman ball. This year, the Cougars unfortunately not able to have a freshman team due to lack of number of players to do that, as that pitch is in just on the inside corner. 1-0 the count here on Javen Bates. Outfield playing slightly shifted to the right. Infield straight on here. That pitch is upstairs. 2-0 now the count on Javen Bates. Ramiersma. This is his third pitch of the at-bat. 7th on the afternoon. That pitch is right down the middle for strike 1. 2-1. That is his 9th, pardon me, of the day. Thanks for David for pointing that one out. Ramiersma will get the sign from Dempsey and come set. The right-handed pitcher will kick and fire. That is well outside, and it's now 3-1 on Bates. Second straight batter, Ramiersma has worked to 3-1. He will come set. The 3-1 is swung on, driven right up the middle. It will get past the shortstop Perez and will head into the outfield. Javen Bates will round first before retreating back to first base. He is content with a single, and Cougars have one on here in the first with one out. Now John Passanaugh will step in with one man on. One out here in the bottom of the first. Cougars trying to get something going here after that Klaus strikeout to start the inning. First pitch is just catches the low outside corner for strike 1 on Passanaugh. Cougars and Bengals both went with their pitchers batting third before Cougars put Dominic Schoenborn with their first baseman, as that pitch is driven right back up the middle. It is snagged at second, and no play as Perez made a nice snag but tried to give it to Wilborn at second. He was unable to do so. So the Cougars have one.
First baseman, number 22.
Cougars have two men on here for Dominic Schoenborn. He is the cleanup batter for the Catholic Central Cougars today.
Yeah, I had a chance to play with Schoenborn through elementary and middle school. Phenomenal baseball player. Been playing his whole career. Started out as a catcher.
Runners go. Throw down to third off of the strike, not in time. So 2 stolen bases. Bates to third, Passanaugh to second, and now we have a couple of pinch runners here. Ben Passanaugh coming in for his brother, and on third base, can't see the number exactly. It is Brian Langlois coming in for the Catholic Central Cougars on third base in place of Javen Bates, the catcher-pitcher, of course, going 2 and 3, and were on second and third before they were switched out for Passanaugh and Langlois. So now Dominic Schoenborn will step in with a 1-0 count, or an 0-1 count to his name, and two men in scoring position. Ramiersma will come set, deliver the 0-1. It is driven into right field. That will get down. Ottawa Hills didn't know where it was. Schoenborn rounding first and heading for second as both runners score. And Dominic Schoenborn is on with an 0-1 double out to right center. And Cougars have themselves the first lead of the season at 2-0 off of 2 ribbies for Dominic Schoenborn.
Well, yeah, Schoenborn's done that his whole career.
Batting fifth, left fielder, number 25, Aiden Johnson.
Ripping it into the gap. He's known for that. especially.
And this is something the Bengals don't want to do. Cougars hoping to have a prolific offense this season. We don't have much to go on as of right now, but especially with Dominic Schoenborn and Aiden Johnson coming up here, these two guys can hit, and now Johnson has one man in scoring position in Schoenborn with that double. The first pitch is inside and low on Johnson for ball one. Cougars leading 2-0 here, bottom of the first. One out, one man on second here in Schoenborn for the right-handed batter Aiden Johnson. Ramirez will kick and fire the 1-0 well inside again. Johnson ducked out of the way of that one. 2-0 the count now on the Catholic Central left fielder. Bengals defending, wearing black tops with orange trim, white pants, and orange socks. For some of them, that's driven right up the middle, right to the shortstop, and it went, right to the second baseman, and went past Wilborn. Rounding third is Schoenborn. He will come home. Cougars trying for a double. Sliding in there is Johnson for the double out to center, and Schoenborn will score on that. It's 3-0 Catholic Central with only one out here.
Right fielder number 24, Brady Redmer.
Yeah, I think Aiden Johnson would have been out if center fielder Kamani Jones didn't misplay the ball.
All right, that was he misplayed the ball in center, and then he made a bad throw to Wilborn at second, who was covering, and now that's fouled off back into the right. Everybody look out over there, and a 1-0 count here on Redmer. Or 1 count, pardon, on Redmer. Outfield shifted, or center fielder Ian Jones shifted a little to the right here of the center field, which is 365 away. That 0-1 pitch is inside for ball one. Here's the Cougars lead 3-0 off of 2 doubles, one from Schoenborn, who gave him 2 RBIs, and one for Johnson, which gave him a second, and that one is a ball 2. That one is in there for ball 2. So the Cougars here for Redmer. He is the 6th hole batter, facing a 2-1 count. He swings and misses on a high inside fastball for a 2-2 count. Now 1 out here for the Cougars. They lead 3-0. Bottom of the first, 1 man on in Aiden Johnson. He takes a lead off at second and goes. Throw down. He slides in safely. Dempsey bobbled the pitch and couldn't transfer it cleanly from his glove to his hand, and it's now a full count after that one was a ball. Here on Redmer. Johnson on third. The payoff pitch is swung on and missed by Redmer, and he goes down swinging. So the second K of the afternoon for Klaus, 5th K combined for both of these teams. Or for both of these pitchers, passing, striking out the side in the top of the first, and now Redmer getting 2 strikeouts here in the bottom of the first. First pitch to Kuzner is inside. Dempsey had it get away from him. He'll chase it just outside the batting circle. Johnson didn't go, so he stayed at third. So it's a 1-0 count now on Luke Kuzner, the second baseman for the Catholic Central Cougars. One of the many juniors on this team. This team mostly comprised of juniors, in fact. As the 1-0 pitch is driven to the second, shortstop Perez. He'll fire over to first, pulled his man off the bag, but Pizarro is able to get back for a 6-3 ground out. We will head to the top of the second. Cougars leading 3-0 after 1. You're listening to the Cougar Baseball Network. Leading off for the Bengals here in the top of the second will be number 11, Miles Wilborn. Today he's playing second base for the Bengals. He'll step into the right-handed batter's box. Cougars shift everybody to the right. Here infield a little bit, outfield most of the way. First pitch from Passanaw's low and right down the middle for strike one. Cougars able to get 3 on the Bengals in that first inning, as that is a foul tip for a strike on Wilborn. Quickly 0-2 here in the top of the second. Catholic Central leading 3-0 off of a couple of doubles that just outside. Bates tried to frame that, but umpire didn't agree with him, so it's now a 1-2. That one is swung on and missed. Cougars will go around the horn for the 4th time today as Wilborn goes down swinging, and the first out of the inning is recorded. So now with that one out, with one down, the shortstop for the Bengals will come up. That's James Perez. He will foul that one right into the Bengal dugout. They were backing away from that one. It hit the fence right in front of them, but remains on the field of play, though, in foul territory. 0-1 the count now on Perez. Passano will kick and fire. That one's low and outside. Bates had to get down to block that one, and it's a 1-1 count now. Three of 4 Passano strikeouts here, as that is another strike, 1-2. 3 of 4 Passano strikeouts have been swinging, so he's getting a lot of these batters to bite on those pitches. He only got one looking, and that one is down low, so Perez avoids that looking fate for the time being. It's now a 2-2 count on the Bengal shortstop. Slightly bent at the knee is Perez. He'll face the 2-2. That one is right down the middle for strike 3, and 2 outs have now recorded. He got him looking, and it's now 2 outs for the Catholic Central Cougars, and all 5 of their outs up to this point have been strikeouts. Malero, Dempsey, Jones, and now in the first, and now Wilborn and Perez in the second. Now coming up to bat is number 8, Jerice Jones-Buckley. He'll watch the first one go on the inside corner, 0-1. It snuck in the strike zone there. Passano will step and kick and fire. That one is halfway into the left-handed batter's box and way outside. Now 1-1 on the Bengal right fielder. The 1-1. Well inside. Got really close to hitting Buckley there, but he watches it go by and remains unscathed. 2-1 the count now. Passano will step and fire. That one again is low and outside. 3-1 the count now. Looked like a couple of consecutive fastballs not hitting the strike zone for the Catholic Central pitcher. He kicks a wad of dirt off of the mound. It skitters just inside the dirt on the left-hand side of the pitcher's mound as you're looking at it, and he delivers the 3-1. Is right down the middle, catches the outside corner, pardon. Now it's a full count, 3-2 on the right fielder, Jerice Jones-Buckley. Passano will kick and fire. The payoff pitch is inside. It looked like it hit him. No signal from the umpire, so we'll call it a hit by pitch. So he moves.
Eighth, third baseman, number 15.
He moves to first base, and that's the second runner of the day for the Catholic Central, or for the Ottawa Hills Bengals here. Bates talking with Passano, getting him to calm down about that one, and now Passano is talking to the umpire at the infield umpire about the dirt not being any good, and now umpires Sure what that was about. With the umpires talking with passing on, eventually going back to their respective positions. And Passano will have Levi Bodziak step in. Here, the number 8 hitter for the Bengals this afternoon. Outfield shifted to the right. That pitch is well outside, but for ball one, looked like Bates set up a little bit outside, but not that far outside. Passano as he throws over. He got him! Wow, what a pickoff move there by Passano. He got Buckley fooled on and hit him. He goes. It is a 1-3 put out for the Catholic Central Cougars, and they end the inning halfway through Bodziak's at bat. We will head to the bottom of the second for the Cougars. They have McCall, Waddell, and top of the order coming up in the bottom of the second. You're listening to the Catholic Central Cougar Baseball Radio Network.
Number 4, Andrew McCall.
So Andrew McCall steps to the plate here. He is the number 8 hitter. Cougars batted almost all the way through the order in that first inning, but unfortunately unable to do it, as there was a strikeout to end the inning, and that pitch is upstairs for ball one. No, pardon me, a ground out to end the inning last time out for the Catholic Central Cougars. 1-0 the count here on McCall. He will await the pitch from Ramiersma, which is delivered again upstairs. It's a 2-0 count here on McCall. Swinging the bat lightly over his right shoulder. The 2-0 is low and outside. 3 straight balls here on Andrew McCall. Cougars leading 3-0 here, bottom of the second. McCall, the leadoff batter, facing a 3-0 count right now. Probably will sit on this one as it's delivered from Ramiersma. Again, he took, but it catches the top inside corner for strike one. Ramiersma will step back and fire. The 3-1 is high and inside for ball four, and he walked him. So McCall, the leadoff batter, on base for the Catholic Central Cougars. He jogs to first, and now that'll bring up Adam Waddell for the Catholic Central Cougars. He's the 9th hole hitter for the Cougars, and we'll have one man on in Andrew McCall, and he'll step in. One of the few left-handed batters on this team for the Catholic Central Cougars is that throw over from Ramiersma to first base. Pizarro couldn't hold on to it, but McCall slid back in safely, so it is McCall remains on first. Field basically playing straight on here. In this second inning, Cougars leading 3-0. McCall goes, pitches outside. Dempsey throws down, and it goes past both Perez and Wilburn who were covering, and McCall has himself his second stolen base, or his first stolen base of the year. Cougars, that is their third stolen base, if I am counting, or actually their fourth stolen base of the afternoon. They're getting a lot on Noah Dempsey, testing him to see if he can get his throw down, and a bunt attempt flies up into the backstop for ball 2. Or, pardon, strike 1. It's actually strike 1 on Waddell. It evens up the count at 1-1. Rearsma will lean in, get the sign from Dempsey, and come set. The 1-1. Runner goes. That is hit down the third base line, picked up by Bodziak, and his throw is well high, and that goes past him. McCall will run home on that error, and Cougars will hold the man at second. So Waddell gets the single, heads to second on a error by the third baseman, Bodziak. So the Cougars now have a 4-0 lead with a man on second here.
Number 5, Peyton Klaus.
Walk off the mound by the pitcher, Remersma. He'll look in now. Gets his sign, and one missed inside to the leadoff hitter, Peyton Klaus, who struck out his first at-bat.
So 1-0 the count here on Klaus. That will not be an earned run to Ramirzma's name, at least on the McCall one, because of the error from Bodziak throwing over to first. Runner goes. That ball is low, and there's a stolen base for the Catholic Central Cougars once again, as Waddell heads over to the third. Now Klaus is 90 feet away on the base paths, looking to make it 5-0 for Catholic Central here in this first of 2 games today. The 2-0 from Ramirzma is driven down the right field line and will curl foul for the first strike of the at bat. It's a 2-1 count now. No outs have been recorded in this bottom of the second. Each batter has had at least 1 strike on them in this inning. Ramirzma will kick and fire the 2-1. It was inside once again, and now it's 3-1 on Peyton Klaus. Ramirzma. 3-1 as well outside. He walked him. That is the second walk of the afternoon, second walk of the second inning for Ramirzma. And we got a man on first and runners on the corners, in fact, as Waddell stands at third, 90 feet away from home, and Klaus now on first thanks to that base on balls. That'll bring up Javen Bates. He singled his last time up and came around to score after a stolen base, and that is in there for a strike. He watches that one go by. Ramirzma will get the sign from Dempsey and will deliver the 0-1. Runner goes. That is in there for another strike. Caught the outside corner. As a stolen base for Klaus, the Cougars very aggressive on the base paths today. That is already their 6th stolen base by my count. That is driven into left center, running over, and it'll drop in front of Malero. He will fire it into the infield as Waddell comes home to score on the RBI for We'll watch that come in on the inside, and we'll watch that for ball 1. Passing on second, Bates on, Ryan Langlois actually on third, and passing on second. The pinch runners for the pitcher and catcher as Schoenborn strikes out looking. That was right on the outside corner. So that is the third strikeout of the afternoon for Ramirzma
Johnson.
here. Ramirzma will fire at home. The bunt attempt on. It'll go right back to the pitcher, and the Cougars will fire over. The Bengals will fire over to first for the out. But coming home to score is Brian Langlois. So Javen Bates, the runner in place of Javen Bates, comes home, and the Cougars now lead 7-0.
Number 24, Brady Redmer.
So Redmer coming up. That was a 1-3. Against Aiden Johnson. Cougars able to get a runner home. It's now 7-0 as that's driven right up the middle. Getting it there is Perez. He'll fire over to first. Stretching for it was Pizarro, but he couldn't get it. Coming home is Passanaw, and that will go. The ball off the throw from Perez went past Pizarro, leaving Redmer to get to second. And the Cougars have batted around here. Luke Kuzner. The Cougars have batted all 9 here. Cougars have batted all 9 here in this second inning. Not getting a ton of. That's driven into left. Coming in to make the catch is Malero, and that will end it. And that will end the inning as a fly out to 7. Cougars will head back onto the ball diamond for the third inning of play, leading by a grand total of 8-0. You're listening to the Cougar Baseball Network. Eight nothing the score after 2 innings of play here. Bodziak.
Number 15, Levi Bodziak.
Levi Bodziak up once again as his at-bat was cut short in that second inning. Watch the 1-0 go on the outside corner for strike 1. Cougars leading 8-0 here in the top of the third. That is strike 2, catching the outside corner. Once again, 2 good pitches there from Luke Passanaw. Or from John Passanaw, pardon. So that is low. It was right down the middle, but it was low for ball 1. The 1-2 from Passanaw is fouled back to the backstop. Bodziak keeping alive here in the top of the third. Passanaw only getting 39 pitches up to this point here. Just keeping his pitch count low through the first couple of innings here. That is swung on and missed for strike 3. Passanaw, that is his 6th strikeout of the afternoon, and
At first base,
there's
number
one out
5,
now for
Pizarro.
the Catholic Central Cougars on defense here, and that'll bring up number 5 for the Ottawa Hills Bengals, Edwin Pizarro. Outfield shifting a little bit to the right here, as the first pitch is just outside for ball 1. This is Pizarro's first at bat. Ottawa Hills not getting many people through the batting order here in this one, as that's on the inside corner for strike 1. 1-1 the count now. 1 out, nobody on here for Edwin Pizarro. Did he swing on that one?
No.
And umpire doesn't give him a signal. Jabin Bates thought he swung, and he did. So it is now, by my count, a 1-2. That is strike 3, as he did go around, and that is Passano's again dominating the strikeouts here. So that'll bring up Jose Malero.
There you go. Pull it up.
First pitch is in there for a strike.
Hold on.
0-1 the count now on Jose Malero. Here, 2 outs here for the Catholic Central Cougars. That's in there for strike 2. 0-2 the count now on Malero. 2 strikeouts. Here, see the Cougars with 2 outs here, top of the 3rd. Passing on delivers, and that's fouled up and over. Look out, people on the track, and that will bounce its way to the track and through a couple of people warming up back there behind us. The baseball field backed right up to the stands of the soccer field and Catholic Central tracks. That's well outside. A nice curveball there for ball 1, but it was well outside, so fortunately for the Cougars, nothing counting on the scoreboard there except for a ball. Not recording as a strikeout, so Passanoff will deliver the 2-1. That's ripped down the right field line and will eventually go foul, keeping the count at 1-2. Catholic Central has kept Ottawa Hills scoreless here through the first 2 2/3 innings. And lead now 8-0 off of a 5-inning second for the Cougars. The 1-2 from Passanoff will be swung on and missed, strike 3, and the Cougars will head to the 3rd inning still up 8-0. You're listening to Catholic Central Cougar Baseball. So there is a pitching change for the Ottawa Hills Bengals. They bring in Dries Jones-Buckley from right field and swap him with Ramiersma. So it is Buckley on the bump, Ramiersma in right field. The first pitch is driven on the left field line and goes foul here on Andrew McCall. McCall walked his last time up and now has an 0-1 count to face him. He scored on an error from the third baseman. That ball is spiked into the dirt and will go well outside. This, judging by the warm-up, might be a long inning. Here is Buckley kept spiking and throwing outside. And it's 7 runs now till a mercy rules. That's well upstairs, and Dempsey had to jump up to catch that ball. 2-1 the count now on McCall. That pitch is driven high. It's popped up into foul territory. Buckley calling for it, and he makes the catch in foul territory. So 1 down here in the bottom of the third. Cougars leading 8-0.
Number 23, Adam Wanzel.
So coming to the plate now is Adam Wanzel, Catholic Central sophomore. Left-handed bat will watch that one come well inside for the first ball of the at-bat. Taking a look at the Cougars' schedule, they have 33 games in 44 days. 33 games in 44 days, 19 home games, 14 away games. 2-0 the count now on Wanzel as that one was outside. Buckley will take the sign from Dempsey and come set. Little kick and fire. That one was well inside, almost hit Wanzel, but he was. And we'll just stand there, and it didn't hit him somehow. And it's a 3-0 count now. 3 straight balls on Adam Wanzel. He'll deliver the 3-0. That is upstairs, and he walked him. Wanzel will take first freely. And the Cougars have 1 man on here for the leadoff hitter, Peyton Klaus.
Now I quit seeing the numbers. That's how I do it.
Now Buckley will look over, trying to keep Wanzel on at first. That first pitch is outside for ball 1. These Ottawa Hills pitchers they're throwing a heck of a lot slower than their Catholic Central counterparts, or at least the one that we've seen in this one. That catches the high outside corner for strike 1. Here 1 out, 1 man on here for Peyton Klaus. Klaus struck out and walked, so he's 0 for 1 today, trying to get his first hit of the season against these Ottawa Hill Bengals. That pitch is outside, 2-1 the count now on Klaus. It's a chilly day for baseball here in early April. I was at a track meet yesterday, and I almost froze my fingers off. Not literally, obviously, as that one bounces to Dempsey, and it'll be a 3-1 count now on the shortstop for the blue and white. Buckley will check first and come set. First, the pitch is outside. Second consecutive walk for the Catholic Central Cougars. This could be a long outing for Buckley if he can't hit his spot, as Javen Bates comes up for the Catholic Central Cougars. He is 2 for 2 with 2 singles and an RBI. And a stolen base already in this season. Buckley will come set. He'll kick and fire. That is right down the middle for strike 1. An emphatic strike call from the home plate umpire there. Bengals have a really short roster, and by the looks on the bench, they don't have many people there, and could be the reason. That comes well inside. It was actually out. That was actually behind Javen Bates. So now it's a 1-1 count. That evens up the count. After that called strike to start the at-bat. One out here, 2 men on. Klaus at first, Wadzel at second. One man in scoring position for Javen Bates. Upright stance will line that into right field. Coming home is Wadzel. It's picked up and thrown in by Ramirzma. And Javen Bates has himself his second RBI of the afternoon.
John Passano.
So now John Passano will come up to the plate. Javen Bates substituted for by Brian Langlois. So, Javen Bates now has 2 RBIs on the day, tying Dominic Schoenborn for the lead in that category. But right now it's John Passano up to bat for the Catholic Central Cougars. Right-handed bat will step in, and we'll watch that go just outside and high for ball 1. Passano today singled and doubled. His first 2 times up, he also has an RBI to his name. 9-0 for the Catholic Central Cougars here. The 1-0 is upstairs. Dempsey had to jump in order to get that. He'll throw it back to Buckley. 2-0 the count here on the Catholic Central pitcher. Passano has had a very nice job on the rubber today for the Catholic Central Cougars as he watches that one go upstairs. 3-0. He's already got 8 strikeouts today. We'll see if Coach McKinnon for the Catholic Central Cougars keeps him on. As that one is again ball 4. Cougars now have the bases juiced as that walk will be the third of the 4 straight pitches for the Cougars. And now here comes in Ben Passano, a sub for his brother John. John will trot back to the dugout here. As in steps Dominic Schoenborn with the bases loaded. Let's see what the cleanup hitter can do here. Buckley will kick and fire with the bases loaded. That catches the outside corner for strike 1. Schoenborn already has a double, and he struck out looking his second time up. He's got 2 RBIs on the afternoon. Let's see if he can collect a couple of more. Facing on 0-1 count now. That is upstairs on Schoenborn. Now 1-1 on the Cougars' first baseman. We got passing on first, Langlois on second. So that pitch is well outside. It got past Noah Dempsey, and coming in to score is Peyton Klaus, and the Cougars now have a 10-run lead on the Ottawa Hills Bengals. So a wild pitch scoring Klaus. And everybody advanced up a base. Now the 2-1 is upstairs. So it's now 3-1 on Schoenborn. (10-0) Catholic Central leads here with only 1 out gone. That pitch is outside. He walked him, so the 4th walk of the inning for
Hayden Johnson.
Third walk of the inning for Buckley, and we are going to have, it looks like, a conference just in front of the mound here with Buckley. That is, so Buckley right now has 2 earned runs to his name, trying to avoid letting couple of more go as Aiden Johnson comes to the plate. He already has an RBI on a double he had in the first inning of play. Is coming to the mound is the first baseman Pizarro. So we will step aside and have a little bit of a break here as Pizarro warms up. It's 10-0 Catholic Central here on the Cougar Baseball Network. Edwin Pizarro on the mound for the Ottawa Hills Bengals here, trying to stop the bleeding as it's now a 10-run lead for Catholic Central as that first pitch is inside on Aiden Johnson. So it's 10-0 Catholic Central here as that pitch is outside. Pizarro throwing very slowly. Here, if he gets one down the middle, I wouldn't be surprised if Johnson cranks one to the deep outfield. If not, that inside pitch is foul down the left field line. So now it's 2 balls, 1 strike now on Aiden Johnson. Every Cougar to this point in the lineup, so batters 1 through 4, has already batted 3 times. They batted in each inning, and Cougars are just dominating Ottawa Hills right now as that pitch is outside. It is now 3-1 for the pitcher Pizarro. That pitch is inside. He walked him, and now it is an 11-0 lead for Catholic Central. So Brian Langlois comes home to score, and Johnson has walked on 5 pitches. So everybody advances. Now Passanaw is on third, Schoenborn on second, Johnson on third. And Aiden Johnson is now subbed for number 6, Luke Schouts. So the Cougars, Schouts taking Johnson's place on first. That is the 5th walk collectively of the inning for Ottawa Hills. Cougars in danger of batting around here if Ottawa Hills can't get anything done. As we are only in the 3rd inning here, bottom of the 3rd, 11-0 Catholic Central. That pitch is outside. Dempsey couldn't hold it, but no harm came of it as it popped out right in front of the plate now. 1-0 the count now. Here on Pizarro, that's a wild pitch coming home. Is passing on. He will easily score on a wild pitch. And Now it's a 2-0 count on Redmer, and Cougars now lead 12-0. Here the mercy rule is 15 after. It is 15 after 3, so the Cougars can get everybody on the field right now home, including Redmer, as he now has a 3-0 count. If they can get Redmer home here, it will be a game ender here. First, that pitch is outside. Second straight walk for Pizarro. And Redmer has himself
Luke Kuzner.
a walk, and now there was a wild pitch which advanced Schoenborn and Johnson ahead. Now that's a wild pitch. Schoenborn coming home. Noah Dempsey chases it to the backstop, but he can't get there in time as Schoenborn comes home. And the Cougars now lead 13-0. Here we are just getting closer and closer to that mercy rule, which honestly I hope we get here just to stop the bleeding for Ottawa Hills. Luke Kuzner now in the box for the Catholic Central Cougars. He watches first two pitches go by. It's 2-0 for Ottawa Hills. That pitch is again outside. This time Dempsey out there to get it, and it's so two wild pitches. See Aiden Johnson's replacement, Luke Schouts, on third, and that pitch is down low, and he walked Kuzner again. So the Cougars have batted around the order. Andrew McCall coming up to bat here with the bases juiced. Actually looks like number 8, Brian Langlois. Here's Andrew McCall. Has been taken out. Brian Langlois will come in. Cougars leading 13-0.
Dude, the plate's over here.
Game-ending run is on second in the form of Redmer.
McCall's supposed to be up.
It is supposed to be Andrew McCall. We'll wait to see
No, it's not.
who is coming up to the plate. He's making his way to the plate.
Number 3?
Is number 3, Dawson Schroeder.
And for the Cougars, number 3, Dawson Schroeder.
Not Brian Langlois. Brian Langlois initially came out here. Brian Langlois, not Brian Langlois, Dawson Schroeder now will drive and pop that high up into foul territory. Going over to get that is Buckley, and he will make the grab for the second out of the inning. We finally have that second out.
Oh, come on.
Adam Wanzel.
A single gets the game over. That's all you gotta do. Come on, buddy. Hit the ball.
So it's Adam Wenzel. Adam Wadsell up. We'll watch that go inside for ball one. 1-0 the count now on Wadsell. You'll watch that go right down the middle. A meatball there for Adam Wadsell. He had a chance to end the game, but instead is sitting on a 1-1 count now. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Catholic Central 13-0 lead. That goes just outside. Cougars have batted it around. This is their 11th batter of the inning, as that goes behind the play, and they didn't send Aiden Johnson, and it's now a 3-1 count. Lots of 3-1 counts here. They got 1, 2, 3. This is the 4th 3-1 count of this inning. Not necessarily for Pizarro, but definitely of this inning, as that pitch will go outside. He called that a strike, a late strike call there by the umpire. Makes it a full count. And now Adam Wanzel, if he can get a single here, this would end the game basically. Here's the pitch. It's right down the middle. Singles, or gives it right to Buckley. Buckley will race for it and step on the bag. So it's a ground out to first base as we head to the top of the fourth. Catholic Central leading 13-0. You're listening to Catholic Central Baseball. Top of the fourth brings up the catcher, Noah Dempsey. He will dig in, having struck out his first time up. A couple of changes for the Catholic Central Cougars in the field. Ben Passanaw slides in at third, and Dawson Schroeder, as that one is fouled off and on a swing and bounces to the left of the plate. It's an 0-1 count now on Noah Dempsey, and Dawson Schroeder is in right field, getting in for Redmond. That's fouled to the backstop and just hit the netting up at the top of the backstop here at the baseball field. It's now 0-2 on Dempsey. Well, it's 0-2. That pitch is swung on and missed, but a drop third strike. Javen Bates spins around and throws to first. He got him for out number one. And that'll bring up Ramirzma.
16, right?
Yeah. Anthony Sanabria actually to the plate. He'll watch that go by for a strike.
Sanabria batting for the Bengals.
Pitch is swung on and missed for strike two.
So I never have to push out.
You do. If it's a fly out.
Passing with the 0-2 count, kicks and fires. Got him.
If it's a strikeout, no, you don't.
The
But
curveball
if it was a fly
looked
out to
like-
right field, get it out, reset.
And there will be two away.
So two away. That is Passanaw's
Kamani Jones.
It is his 10th strikeout of the afternoon. He has been dominant from the hill here tonight, and he will face Jones, who will watch that go in for a strike. Kamani Jones are 0 for 1 tonight. This is only the Bengals' second time through the order. Kamani Jones struck out his first time up. That was in the first inning. He was the last batter of that opening frame as he swings and misses on that one. High and inside, 0-2 now. Cougars still have to get 2 more runs if they can. 2 more runs in order to Mercy's. That one is low and outside for first ball of the afternoon. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Kamani Jones. The 1-2 from Passanaw is swung on and missed. A nice movement on that one, and the Cougars will go around the horn once more. 11th strikeout for John Passanaw. We will head to the bottom of the 4th. Cougars leading 13-0.
Klaus.
Pitching change for the Bengals here. Perez is now on the hill for the Bengals. He will kick and fire and spike that into the dirt to the side of Dempsey, and 0-1 the count now. Or 1-0, pardon. The count now. That's high and inside. Very high and very inside, for that matter. That will be a 2-0 in the on-deck circle for the Catholic Central Cougars is Brendan Fair. Is that one again up and in on Klaus? That's two straight pitches that have been up and in on the Catholic Central shortstop. Now the 3-0 count is right down the middle for strike one. Now a couple of other shifts. Left field is now LeBlanc. Shortstop is now Malero, and Jack Emperor comes in to play first base. That is inside and just where Klaus's head would be normally, but he ducked on that one and he gets first base for free. And now up to bat for the Catholic Central Cougars is Brendan Ferret.
Is it Ferret or Ferret?
It's Brendan Ferret.
Oh, Ferret's a little animal.
Like the animal, yeah.
Brendan Ferret will take the first pitch. That went by Dempsey on a wild pitch, and to second base is Klaus. We won't credit that with a stolen base, but it is a wild pitch, so Klaus to second, and 1-0 the count on Ferret.
Hello? Hello?
Now here's the pitch that is driven down the third base line. It will go foul just before the base, and so Ferret is now facing a 1-1 count.
Okay.
Nobody out here.
Why do you want to know?
One man on. It's Peyton Klaus at second. He moved there on a walk, which sent him to first on a wild pitch from Perez. Now it's driven into center field. That will get down to the third baseman, James. He'll come in to play it around. Third comes Klaus, and that'll be a 14-0 lead for the Catholic Central Cougars.
Yep. Perfect.
So a single
Cougars number 8, Brian Langlois.
for Ferret, and now Brian Langlois will come to the plate.
That's the best thing. I got hearing aids about a year and a half, 2 years ago.
So Brian Langlois will step to the plate, the right-handed batter.
Calls.
Resting the bat over his right shoulder. That'll get past Dempsey on a passed ball. He should have had that one, and to second base will be Brendan Ferret.
I don't hear nothing.
There's a guy at our church who has that.
Yeah.
And he'll be like, "Hey Siri, how do you pronounce this?" And you can't hear it.
Yeah.
And then,
So 1-0 the count here on Langlois. This is his first at-bat of the campaign here. As Cougars lead 14-0.
Nobody knows I'm listening.
Here looking for a one. That's in there for a strike. That looked a little bit high, but the umpire at the plate thought it was a little odd. A single will end the game here, as if you can hear. That's fouled right, and that is fair on a short chopper. Emperor lost control of the baseball at first, and that'll be an error on the. That'll be an error on the catcher. Yeah, right, on the first baseman actually. He should have had that one. So Dominic Schoenborn to the bat. Big Red, as he is known, already has 2 RBIs. He is 1 for 2 tonight. He doubled in the first inning, struck out in the second, and then walked and eventually scored. Both times he's been on base, he walked in the third inning and eventually came to the. Dominic Schoenborn will step in. Watch that go high. It's 1-0 the count now. 14-0 Catholic Central leads here in this one. Now that pitch will come in down low on Schoenborn. 2-0 the count now on the big first baseman for the Catholic Central Cougars. No outs here in the bottom of the fourth. You are reading your screen correctly. That pitch is well outside. But good play there by Noah Dempsey to be able to knock that down before it got past him to the backstop and lead Brendan Ferret to the plate and would score the game-ending run. 3-0 the count now on Schoenborn. Perez will kick and fire. That's way upstairs, and Schoenborn will toss his bat toward the dugout and head, and now to the plate it'll be Oliver Beal.
Now batting number 14, Oliver Beal.
In place of Aiden Johnson. The first pitch is driven back toward the mound. Nice snag there by Perez. He'll go home and deny the game-ending run. So Ferret is out. Everybody moves ahead here. So Langlois is now on third. Oliver Beal at first with a fielder's choice.
Number 9,
And that'll be
Max Trudeau.
Yeah, because I wouldn't have it normally clear out here if there was any count.
now it's Max Trudeau to the plate
That was first.
here.
Okay.
Bases loaded here for Max Trudeau. It'll go by him. Running home is Langlois, and he will step on the plate, and that should be it for the game. It is now 15-0 for the Catholic Central Cougars, as that will be the final here from
The first game, Catholic Central 15, Ottawa Hills 0. We'll take a short break and start game 2.
That'll be it from the Cat here. It's 15-0 Catholic Central, the final. We will be back. David will have the call for the second game here, as the Cougars, who are now 0-1 or 1-0, will take on the 0-1 Ottawa Hills Bengals. Well, we'll be right back, and we'll have full coverage of the second game here on the Cougar Baseball Network. Thanks for listening, and we will be right back.
Ground out.